Okay, so today we're going to look at scalar multiplication. So just the word scalar, just put there, is it's either going to, it's like a number or letter outside the brackets, the square brackets we'll write, okay? So what that means, it's not another matrices. So what we're going to say, you might just put an example. So here, if I had, that matrix here, this number here, this is 3. 3 is the scalar. Okay, so it's when you have a number, because we are going to do a matrix multiplied by another matrix, but that's next. But today we're just looking at scalar. Okay, so when you multiply a scalar number with a matrix, you multiply everything inside that matrix by that number. So if we want to just keep continuing with our example, it'd be 1 times 3, 2 times 3, 4 times 3, and 5 times 3. So then if you quickly summarize it, so you don't have to do that because you can do most of these in your head. That would have been 3, 6, 12, and 15. So that's how that's what a scalar does. So it's pretty easy. Now, what I'm going to show you, because sometimes we might get a scalar where it's a fraction. So I might say 4/7 is outside, and we might have, and I might have, decimal places in here, and that one might not be, and 1.2. So that one's going to get a little bit difficult to do in your head. All right, fair enough. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pause, and I'm going to show you how to create matrices on our calculator, and also how to do a scalar one on our calculator. All right, so we've had a look at this one on our calculator because it was fractions and we didn't want to do it that in our head. So I'm going to round it to 2 decimal places, and when we look at our answer we had this, so we'll type our 2 decimal places in. Now I said 2 decimal places, that one was 4 exactly. We'll leave it as 4, and this one we were at 0.69. all right, so that's scalar multiplication. Let's flick over the next page. Okay, so let's try this one. It says scalar multiplication and subtraction of matrices. All right, we are getting asked to do both here. So first of all, it's asking us, we've got 3a minus 2b. So we have to multiply the A matrix by 3. So let's do that first. So that would be, so we might say 3a equals 3 times that matrix. And we're going to end up with, we'd have 3, what's 3 times 0? 3 times 2, 6, and 3 times 1 is 3. All right, so this is what 3a is. Now, we've also got to minus it from 2b. So I'm going to work out what 2b is first. So 2b is 2 times the matrix b. And we end up with 2, 4, 0, and 2. So now, when they ask me to do 3a minus 2b, what that will be this matrix minus the other one. So this is, we're manually showing. You do get asked to do this sometimes, so it's good. I'm just going to show you out. Otherwise, you could type them in on your calculator. That's okay. So what would 3 minus 2 be? 1. 0 minus 4, minus 4. 6 minus 0, 6. And 3 minus 2, 1. So remember, we do the same spots, don't we? We subtract the same spots, and that's how we do that. This is a practical question with scalar multiplication. So a popular burger chain has the following prices for its products. as shown in the matrix. So we've got in Sydney and Melbourne and the products they sell, the hamburger, chips, cans of soft drink. The manager wishes to charge 10% GST to the prices of these things. And she knows it's the same as multiplying it by 1.1. So if you're going to add a percentage, it's always 1 plus the percentage as a decimal, yeah? So that is the 10% there added, okay? That's what you want to times it by when you're thinking. What about, just on a side note, what if you want to minus a percentage? So that would be a discount. We do 1 minus, say it was 10%. Say it was a 10% discount, and then it would be 0.9. Does that make sense? So if you were discounting the prices, just be careful what you want to times it by. If you want to increase GST, we add 10%, so we want to do. So it's asking us to show this in matrix. So we want to times that matrix by 10%, add the 10%, so we want to times it by 1.1. So we're going to do that, and then you would just pop in your answer. Now you're quite welcome to do that on your calculator, yeah? They just want you to show the 1.1 timesing against that matrix. So we get our answer. So we'll type that in. So I'm doing 2 decimal places because it's money, and that's to the nearest cents, and that's how it's assumed that. So then, and you could get another question. So what is the price of chips in Melbourne? Somebody tell me, what's the price of chips in Melbourne? $5. No. What after the GST? $5.50, isn't it? Yeah?